The Medrash tells us, "Balayla hu nadda shnas hamelech," the famous turning point in the Megillah, when everything starts going from bad to the good. It's a little bit of a hapachu. Balayla hu nadda shnas hamelech. You can feel the energy, even as we lay in the Megillah so many years later, and every single shul, every single year. And what is the Medrash telling us? The Medrash says that the Malach took Achashverosh and threw him to the floor 365 times. And even then, it couldn't get him to wake him up. It says 365 is reference to the 365 sinews that we have. And this idea is that you think if the Malach throws him to the floor, after a few times already, anyone's waking up. But yet it took him 365 times till Achashverosh finally got up. And as we know, that the Melech, whenever it's referring to the Melech and Achashverosh, is talking about the Melech of HaKadosh Baruch Hu at times also. And the idea is that we tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, wake up. And the same way Achashverosh, how could you not wake up after being thrown around so many times? Asa atzmai ki'ilu yashen. Achashverosh made himself as if he was sleeping. And so too Kavayachol, Lahavdil, when it comes to the Melech of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he makes himself as atzmek ilu yashen, as if he's sleeping. We know HaKadosh Baruch Hu hinei lo yonim v'lo yishon. HaKadosh Baruch Hu never sleeps, never a moment. But yet he makes himself as if he's sleeping, and that's why we turn to HaKadosh Baruch Hu at times and we say, "What's going on? How is this happening? What's going on? It's so dark. Where are you, Hashem?" And we even reach the point of Ura lama sishon. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, "Wake up! Why are you sleeping?" And of course, Hashem's not sleeping. But he makes himself as if he's sleeping. And he makes himself, when you want to just shake someone awake and say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ura, Ura, wake up. Please, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, wake up and help us and send us this Yeshua. That was the idea of Balayla hu nodada shnas hamelech. So how do we wake HaKadosh Baruch Hu up, Kaviyachol? How is it possible we could be ma'ur, we could influence in some way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should take himself out of that situation of asa atzmek ilu yashen, of making himself as if he's sleeping, and make himself totally awake and able to obviously send us the Geula and the Yeshua B'Karev. One nekuda, one point is as follows: is the ability lahagid ki yashar Hashem, is to say that everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu does is yashar, is perfectly straight, as we say atzur tamim pa'aloi v'chol derachav mishpat. Every single nuance, everything HaKadosh Baruch Hu does for us is for the very, very best for us at this time. And when we realize that, and when we live by that, yes, it's dark at times. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging. Why did this person insult me? Why did my boss talk to me this way? Why did my neighbor do this to me? Why is my learning going difficult for me? Why have I a hard time connecting to davening today? If you're doing all your ishtadas, what's necessary, you have to realize that right now, with the frustrations that you're going through, the challenges that you're having, it's because HaKadosh Baruch Hu feels that this is what's best for you at this time. And if you're able to say lahagid ki yashar Hashem at such a time, you're bringing light into the world. You're bringing HaKadosh Baruch Hu into the world. And when you do that, HaKadosh Baruch Hu starts waking up, and he wants to help you, and he wants to help Klal Yisrael together. How often do we say, "Oh, when the Yeshua is going to come, I can't wait for the Yeshua to happen. I can't wait for the Yeshua to come. Finally, something's going on. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, finally the Yeshua is coming." Absolutely not. That's not the Mahalach. When we say Vayihi b'mei Achashverosh, that's the Yeshua. Hu Achashverosh, that's the Yeshua. HaMelech v'Hilad Kush, he's the biggest king and he hates us and he wants to destroy the Yidden, that's the Yeshua. Because every single thing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is orchestrating is already part of the salvation, is already part of the Geula and the ultimate redemption. Because that's HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us individually and collectively at that time. That's the idea of Akari b'Megillah, l'mafreya lo yatza. You can't read the Megillah backwards. As the Svarim tell us, because if you read the Megillah backwards, that's referring to someone who looks at the Megillah in hindsight. We love it when we finally see the good and we finally see what we call the Yeshua, the ultimate salvation. Oh, in hindsight, yes, I can understand why Hashem put us to point A, to point B, why He made us do this, to do that, why this happened to us. Now it all makes sense. That's not the way we live our life. If we want to wake up HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if we want to scream, Ura lama sishan, why Hashem, why don't we wake up already? We have to be saying, Vayihi b'mei Achashverosh, it's so dark, Klal Yisrael's nechtam, the Gzar Din, we're over. That's the Yeshua, that's what Hashem wants from us. The more we scream out, the more we realize, we come to the understanding, that recognition, that even through every time and every prat and every step that HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes us, That's already part of the salvation. That's already the Yeshua. And we read the Megillah straight, even through the dark times until we get to the Yeshua. Then we'll be able to understand by Yama Mahim Bezman Hazeh. Because if we treat HaKadosh Baruch Hu properly as the Melech and the loving King who loves us at every single step and designs every move that we take and guides us appropriately in by Yama Mahim, and those days, even during the difficult times, we'll be Zeicha to Bekarov, to Bezman Hazeh. They will have the ultimate salvation and we'll be able to see the Tov in every single possible way, Bezman Hazeh, in our time speedily. Have a wonderful Shabbos.